Hello, beautiful people. If you're coming from TikTok, welcome very much. And if you're in Africa and you're dreaming to come to Germany for whichever reasons, to study, to explore German, to be a tourist in Germany, or to also just taste the German food, then this video I'm gonna tell you 5 legal ways on which you can come to Germany. I had mentioned some of them on my TikTok page or on my Instagram page, and I'm sure most of you followed the link and came here. So let's go direct to the content. At number 1, we have Ausbildung. Ausbildung is a program where you go to school and you work at the same time. So for example, like me, I'm going to school for 1 week. In a month, I go to school for 1 complete week, and 3 weeks I am working. So it is mixed with apprenticeship. You work and study at the same time. And most Ausbildungs, you do it for two to 3.5 years, and the language, mostly they require language level from B2 to C1. And the salary is starting from 800 euros to 1,300 euros per month. Okay, I hope there we are clear. And you can do Ausbildung in different categories, which we have Erzieher, we have nursing, we have carpentry, we have bakery, we have hospitality. In this field, you can feel free to do Ausbildung and au pair. So au pair is a program where you come and live with a German family and be like their babysitter. So you take care of their kids, and at the same time you're learning the culture and the language. And also they get to learn your culture from Africa or the country you're coming from. And they also learn a little bit of your language. If it's Spanish, if it's English, if it's Swahili, they get to learn a little bit of it, and you do like a culture exchange program. And normally au pair has an age limit of 18, begins from the age of 18 years to 26 years. And the language level required is A1 to A2, because you're not doing a lot of work, and mostly the kids don't require that higher level of language compared to when you're doing school or Ausbildung. And au pair normally lasts for 1 year, unless due to visa issues or you need an extension, you can get a grace period of 6 months. We have another way is through university. University, of course, it has no age limit. You can study and study and study until you're 100 years. And the level of Deutsch language required is from B1, B2 to C1 level. And the interesting part, or the hard part, that this is one way that I really don't recommend to a lot of people, because it's very costly. You have to have a blocked account, and in the blocked account you have to have 11,000 euros for your resources and for the government to see you can take care of yourself, you have where to sleep, you can pay for your health insurance, you can have food to eat when you're going to school. So and in the university, you do your bachelor's for 3 to 4 years, and master's goes for 1 to 2 years. Then we have another way, which is the BFD or FSJ. This is a program where you come, and basically it's called social work. So you come and work in various areas, which is the kindergarten, in the hospital, in the elderly care homes, and you just take care of for example, the elderly or the children. You spend the day with them and try to learn their routine and just make them feel, I don't know, happy or comfortable during the day. So it's like a social work program or a vocational training program where you work in the categories that I've mentioned, in a kindergarten, elderly care homes, and in some organizations you get accommodation, in some you don't get accommodation. And this one also has an age limit from the age of 16 to 26 years. And your monthly, it's not a salary, but this is just pocket money which you get from the government. It's from 300 to 450. And if you get luck, you get a place that has accommodation. So when you receive the pocket money, it's all yours. You don't have again to pay accommodation. And this goes for 6 to 18 months. That is normally it goes for 1 year, but minus plus if you need an extension because of visa issues, you get 6 months more, like an addition. And also another way is through work visas. Work visas, again, it has no age limit, and the requirements needed are recognized qualification papers. Sometimes they might need language, but sometimes not. But if they need the language, they need from level B1 to B2, and you have to have a job offer, like from Germany, of course. If you're coming to Germany, you must have a job offer which called you directly, and mostly they call people from these areas, from IT, in the areas of IT, engineering, nursing. I know also hospitality, because those are the big areas affected with less workers. They don't have a lot of workers or working force, so they tend to need a lot of people in that area. And yeah, so feel free to also apply in that area. And other ways, these ways are also things you can try if they exist. There's 2 ways that are special. These are special 2 ways. So one is called the chance karte. These chance karte are for skilled people who are allowed to come to Germany and look for work. So you're given the chance karte, and when you arrive here, you can just stay. I think it's normally for 2 years. Then in these 2 years before your visa expires, you have to have gotten work. So I think when you come here through the chance karte, it's either you will look for Ausbildung, or you will, if you already studied back in your country, maybe you can do a 1 year of Anerkennung. You let your papers be translated in Germany, and after that you are allowed to work. Okay. Then there's one that is through the language visa. You can say you just want to come here and continue your studies, and you study like German language. You just want to study the language and you incorporate it with the culture. And you might get a visa. You come here, you study the language. I think mostly it's 1.5 years, 1.5. You get a chance to study the language as you integrate into the system and study the German culture. Then after that, you can transition maybe again to the things that I mentioned before. Either you do Ausbildung, au pair, you go to university, or you do FSJ or BFD. Those are the 5 legal ways you can come to Germany, and mostly you can apply just on many websites. We have different apps that you can apply in. So we have one that is called Indeed. You can just download the app. It's called Indeed. Type you're looking for jobs in Germany, or anything that you can come and do in Germany. Like for example, the things that I have mentioned, type them in the Indeed. Like if you want to do FSJ, type FSJ in Germany, and it will bring for you all the organizations that probably may bring you here. And for au pair, you can look for families in au pair www.com or aupair.com www. I don't know which one comes first, but it's aupair.com. Yes. And for the universities, again, you just look in Google, universities that offer sponsorship or also without sponsorship. You just look for universities where you can come and study your bachelor's and your master's. Mostly in Darmstadt, Berlin, Frankfurt, Stuttgart. Those are really good areas for students. And For work visas, I don't know much about that, but again, I think most information you can just find it in Google, yeah. And if you're applying for FSY, you can maybe apply through Diakoni. Diakoni is a very nice organization, and it's a Christian-based organization. So if you're applying, maybe you can try Diakoni or Red Cross Germany and other organizations that you just find on Google. Apply, make sure your CV is well updated, and you mention that you can speak the language, you are studying the language, you are interested to learn the German culture. Those are the tips that I'll give you, and make sure also your photos is there. And in the hobbies, please, that's where people fail when they're applying these things in Germany. When you're filling in your hobbies, kindly make sure you write hobbies that associate to the European people. I mean, you might not write everything that associate to them, but at least you can write you like hiking. You will not be hiking every day, but those are the things the Germans like. They like going for hikes with their children, or you might be in an organization where they like to paint, like learn all these. These are some skills that can be learned, I feel. And you can also put like in your CV, one of my hobby is painting. So they will see, wow, one of my hobby is I like playing music. You know, we are also good in drumming or playing guitar. Like, just learn those skills, and when you put them in one of your hobbies, they will clearly consider you amongst those people in their hobbies to just write I like cooking and writing and reading books. You know, like, there is where I think also it helps you to know. It helps them to do the elimination method of during, also when they check your CV and they see, wow, this one can color, they love hiking, they love cooking, they love I don't know, those things that they love, at least include 2 of them or 1 in your hobbies. And it's a thing that you can learn. Like, I learned extra coloring. I don't like hiking so much, but when they say we have to go for hiking, I am there. We are going for hiking because, again, it involves their culture. And if I'm living in Rome, I have to do what the Romans are doing. In this case, if I'm living in Germany, I have to do what the Germans are doing. Okay, I think those are my bits and bytes of the legal ways you can come to Germany. If you have any question, just feel free, comment down below in the comment section, and feel free to ask me any question. If I don't reply here, maybe you can just ask me on my Instagram, because I think there is where it's not flooded so much. And if you're studying the language, if you're studying Deutsch, do not give up. Please do not give up, and study Deutsch in a very fun way. Listen to music, watch cartoons, watch your favorite music, listen to your favorite music, or watch your favorite movies in Deutsch, auf Deutsch, yeah? Thank you that you're here. I hope that you subscribe, you share this video, you comment, you like, and help other people get the tips that you already got from this video. Otherwise, auf Wiedersehen und bis nächstes Mal. Tschüss!